Hey, what's up you guys? Today I'm going to talk about how to set up your Anki. So as you can see here, I've got my Anki all stock. This is exactly how you get it when you download Anki for the first time. Anki by itself, when you first download it, it's not exactly very impressive or very user-friendly. Usually when people download Anki, they do a little bit of tweaking, some modifications, so that you can modify and get a piece of software that is made for you. This is usually done by getting add-ons. You have to go to Tools and Add-ons or Ctrl-Shift-A, and this menu comes up. So here you have to click Get Add-ons, and now it asks for a code. So now that I don't have any codes, I'm going to go to Browse Add-ons, and here you get a whole bunch of add-ons. The list goes on. There's a lot of features, but there isn't really a search feature here that is useful. So click Ctrl F so you can search for the add-ons that you want. Now I have a list of add-ons that I want to add. I will put that list in the description. First thing, I want to do frozen fields. Frozen fields. This is an add-on that I really find helpful when I make cards. I make my own cards, so my own flashcards. And then having frozen fields really helps me when I'm making multiple cards from a presentation or a PDF document. And then when you go to the other frozen fields page, you have a lot of details about the add-on in question, and then you can scroll down, and at the very bottom you have the code. So if you want to learn precisely about what the add-on offers and how to use it, you can go through these later. So I copied the add-on, and now I have to go paste it on here. And it says you have to restart the Anki to apply the changes. So I will go on to add a whole bunch of features. Custom backgrounds and gear icon. This is one of the best features on Anki that lets you tweak your Anki to a really cool way. So you can see they have a whole bunch of stock images given as well, that you can really get a cool look to your Anki. And as you see, Anki by itself doesn't really look that impressive. I'm gonna open up the add-ons page again, and yeah, there you go. Scroll to the bottom. Oops. Copy, paste, and when you paste the code, it downloads the add-on for you. Another feature I really like about Anki is hierarchical tags. Go to again. And then another very important feature of Anki, review heat map. If you are a serious user of Anki, you really need to get this add-on. I will show you in a minute what the review heat map does. So let me just download it here. This is another Anki add-on that I really find useful. It lets you make cards out of pictures. So you just have to import a picture onto Anki and then occlude portions of that. Like for example, if you have an anatomy picture with labels, you can cover up the labels and expose them one by one as like a flashcard. This is also a must especially if you are a medical student or in a similar field, which you have to label a lot of. And I'm just going to go ahead and download a whole lot of other add-ons that I don't necessarily find them that useful, but it helps to have them. Oh, I forgot. Another really important add-on that you must get. browser table editor side by side, horizontal split. This is a must if you want to make your own cards and check your cards in the browser. So now that I've added all the add-ons that I want onto my Anki, let me go ahead and restart the application. So there you go, straight up you see that you have gotten the background images. Let me try and configure the background images add-on first. So you go to tools and then you get custom backgrounds and gear icon. So then it shows something called custom backgrounds and image gear icon folder. So let me go ahead and click that. So here they have the basic background images you get by default. So what you need to do is you can add any background image that you want, or you can edit them the way you want and add them again. Yeah, I think the light colored skin that's going on here is because of the day mode that I have. So first of all, I think to get a better overall look, I need to turn night mode on. And I think that comes in preferences. You go to preferences and then you have to click night mode. This comes by default. Earlier it used to be a separate add-on in Anki, but now you get night mode by default on Anki. So click night mode, and it says again you have to restart Anki. So let me do that. There you go, perfect. So now that we've gotten night mode, let me try and put an image that I want as a background on my Anki. So these images look better with the night mode on. So I want to try an image that generally has a little bit of a light colored theme. So I'm going to go ahead and restart Anki again and see how it comes out. Seems like the background has gotten removed. Config. So it has specified that the image name for the background has to be Milky Way PNG. If I want the picture I added to be the background, so I have to copy and paste this here. So let's see if it works. There you go. And I think this will look better if I actually turn night mode off. Let me check. There you go, better. So this here, what you see is called the review heat map. What happens here is shows you the entire year in one image, and each square represents one day of the year. So basically there are 365 squares on this map, and this represents today. This is today where I first got Anki, and this shows you how much cards I did today. So I just did 9 cards, and it shows that. So why this is called a heat map is the more cards you do, the brighter your square glows. So basically, let's say I do a lot of cards the next day. Let's say I do 18 cards the next day, then my square will glow brighter than the 9 card. And I think how this works is this color is assigned to the median, the average of the cards, your daily average, and anything above that will glow brighter than this green, and anything below that average will be a darker green on your map. So that is a review heat map for you. And again, this shows your daily average, number of days you learned out of the days you had the app, and the streak. This is very important. This is one of the key motivating features of Anki. This is why you need to have a review heat map on your Anki, because it motivates you, much like the Snapchat streak or any streak in mobile games. It motivates you to do Anki every day, which is what you need to do if you are doing Anki properly. So that's it for today's video. Please click the like button and subscribe.